fuck mom on TV. Oh, hold on, I gotta adjust.
We got an intro.
Cause y'all niggas loud as hell.
I'm not loud. I'm never loud.
Nah,
There's no way you can. I know you can.
I turned everybody volume up.
My voice is soft.
Shit.
Sandra said, "Damn, that woke me up. That woke up all my senses."
I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I was out of time.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm recording, so just whenever y'all ready.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I kind of
like-
feel like
We
that's
got an intro.
well, I feel like that's a violation of my civil rights.
I mean, he just.
For him to go straight into like,
I'm recording you.
you know what it
no
remind
matter.
me of? This is probably how it went at R. Kelly. Never mind. This is Greenwood Griot. You remember that SNL skit
No, I don't know.
where they was acting like R. Kelly and he asked him, he was just like, I'm ready for the interview.
I'm ready for you.
And he was just like, we are interviewing. He said, well,
Oh,
where
y'all
y'all
got your
cameras at?
cameras in open.
Yeah, and he was like,
I'm
well, the
being
camera's
jailed.
right there. And he was like, oh, y'all
feel
keep
like
y'all
being jailed.
cameras in the open? Oh, y'all some freaks. Yeah, I remember that.
I'm
But-
Gail. Unbothered.
Well, actually, y'all got to introduce yourselves
Oh, okay.
because
They know who you are?
I did this before.
Oh, okay.
This my first time seeing y'all in here with me. So,
Oh, we in
because
here
if
with
I
him.
do the introductions,
We in here with him.
Well,
Y'all
y'all
in here
We
with us.
in here with him.
y'all got me over here on the segregated side. So, just about,
I
about
mean, you
the
got
same.
close to the chair.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, go ahead, Joe. You got this.
Well, welcome to Greenwood Griots, where the Griots be Grioing, right?
Hey.
My name is Joe. I also go by Richard Roots. Which one my camera? This one right here, right? I also go by Richard Roots because our roots are richer than just slaves.
Oh, I like that. I don't know. Where's my camera? Wherever I am. Y'all didn't have to point. That's all. That's rude. My name is Sandra Slade. I am a stand-up comedian, a storyteller, a correspondent for Focus Black Oklahoma, and I got a chance to sit with the Greenwood Griots, as I am one. Thank you.
And I
Come on.
That was it.
Come on, get it together.
am your old colored boy Cody. You know what I'm talking about? Just a colored boy from Greenwood doing what we do. Oh, is it doing what I do when I be doing it?
Let's
That's it.
go.
That they
Let's
with
go.
me.
Let's do this.
I really got my boy. No, I got my girl DJ Envy. My boy Andrew Jaji. And Charlotte McGay. The God. All right, so we supposed to be reacting to
That's
something.
you? Oh, okay.
That's
you?
me in there.
That's you?
And the more I look at the picture now, I'm like,
That's you?
she was tired of hearing all this stuff. She was upset.
It was hot.
She was intrigued. He had Apple took something out of his account. He trying to figure out what subscription he had. She might have been tired of this too. She confused. She like, man, they did all that,
Oh, and we still here?
and we still here.
Y'all ain't ready to burn it
Hey,
up
this
yet?
a throwback for real.
Yeah, yeah, because we only had these
Right.
awnings on
yeah.
there no more.
I
Yeah,
was like, when did you take
they
this?
took these off in 2020. I want to say 22. or
Look at that
23.
historian, knowing
So,
when they
yeah.
took the awnings off. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
they was back. I liked them.
I
They
think
kind of
so.
gave a
Nothing
little.
nice. Yeah, it gave a little.
Little pop. You know what I'm
Little
saying?
razzle
Greenwood had green on it.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? But yeah.
Greenwood.
Greenwood. Y'all don't know Papa Eden, but that's what they say.
Lansing.
Yeah, you we gotta get Pops on here one day.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you got some videos we
Yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to watch, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what was the first one you part of?
So yeah, so I want to talk about the Tennerism guy, Uncle
Tennerism.
Tennerism. Yeah, so he's been working for like, what is it, Smokehouse?
Yeah,
the
Destination
Smokehouse.
Smokehouse.
Destination Smokehouse, and you know, like, blew up Destination Smokehouse. People really
Yeah.
never knew what it was before then. So they decided to part ways, and you can go ahead and play.
Curtis, goddamn.
Oh,
Curtis,
okay. I
damn, I thought we was about to
he was
die.
about to do that. I was like, okay.
And recently,
messed
there's
with
been a lot of conversations about Destination Smokehouse that don't fully represent our history or what we stand for. Today, I want to speak directly to our supporters about Walter Johnson and his involvement with Destination Smokehouse. Walter was never asked to leave. The application to register the trademark for Tennerism was not filed without his knowledge. Walter was an early source of inspiration for me, and I've always been grateful for that. We've shared so many genuine moments
You can
together.
pause that. So how y'all feel about that so far?
Inspiration, imitation, form of flattery, stole. Okay.
I'm going to say lying because his neck crooked. When people telling the truth, they like to
Bruh.
sit up. But when he said, yeah, that's him trying to see if you believe it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I felt. And then also, if he wasn't asked to leave, and that was the true story, you would have told how he left.
Yes.
I would have said, well, we didn't force him to leave. We had a discussion and he decided he wanted to go do his own thing. But just saying he wasn't forced to leave, yeah, that's like saying, you know, you technically wasn't forced to stay on the plantation. There was just a threat that would happen if you left. And then, if they trademark tendenism, you can't trademark it without him. If he the one who said it, you can't do it. Well, he knew I was trademarking it. Oh, he knew you was stealing from him?
He knew that was okay.
That don't mean he was okay with it. So if his signature wasn't on that trademark, you're lying.
You're lying. And then
You're lying.
You had to say his whole name, Walter Johnson. You couldn't say Unc.
He looked like he reading off a teleprompter too, the whole video.
Oh yeah. Why he got all the flags?
Lying.
You see them flags?
Ain't no African flag on there. Lying. You understand me?
So I don't think he lying.
You don't think he lying? Well, okay. You let us
I don't think he lying. So I think what he's doing is trying to save his business because he's losing so much business now that Unc left. I think Unc left. This is why I think Unc left.
Okay.
I think Unc left because Unc realized that he's restricted. Like he can't, there's a cap. As long as he's under Destination Smokehouse, there's a cap on how high he can actually rise. But soon as he part ways, there's opportunities for his followers to grow him, and which they are. There's rumors that he already have like a restaurant already.
Unc got a restaurant?
I would say this. No. I don't think he lying in the sense of the words he using is lying. It's the intent behind the words he using. So saying like, we didn't force him to leave. It's like maybe not directly, but indirectly you did.
Hard enough where you gonna leave.
Yeah, indirectly you did because again, if Unc is the reason this business is blowing up, and Unc come to you about like, hey, we need some sort of partnership with this, and then you like, nah, you just an employee here. That's forcing me to leave too. Now I do not believe Unc need a restaurant.
No,
I don't believe he do. So my homegirl, Madam President, if you're on Instagram, you look up Madam President with a Z. But my homegirl, she did a video talking about how Unc shouldn't open no restaurant. Unc should be doing tendenism tours.
Yeah.
Unc should be coming to Black Wall Street doing cookouts. Unc should be going to Memphis, LA, anywhere that there's. Yeah, you are a barbecue influencer, so you should be going doing pit takeovers all over the country. Right. That's a way that we could support him, but we could also welcome Unc in our communities. Because if he pop open another restaurant, Unc ain't no spring chicken.
And he ain't making no spring chicken.
So it's just like, you got to think too, restaurants, that's a lot of overhead. That's,
Facts.
So we can help you get open. You know what I'm saying? But we know social media. What happened when tendenism ain't trending no more? And you locked in all of these bills. Now that's a different beast because he stayed relevant because you pop. Think about it. What if Keith Lee was only doing food reviews in his hometown?
Yeah, he wouldn't
we wouldn't know, you know what I'm saying, Keith Lee. So the fact that Keith Lee pop up to all these other places, he getting ready to have a big food festival in New Orleans, and people gonna go because of that. You know what I'm saying? So think about it. Like we got Rubicon, we got Leon's, we got Daddy B, we got so many barbecue joints here, and they just had a barbecue cook-off right on Black Wall Street last year. Yeah. You know what kind of thing that would be to bring Unc to something like that?
Yeah. So I don't think he should open up a restaurant either.
No, he don't need no restaurant.
I don't think that's in his wheelhouse.
Right. I also saw he was doing like private chefs too.
That's cool. Yeah. But like I always figure like this especially with social media, you gotta strike while the iron's hot. Yeah. So right now it's his time to be touring. Now once it start to die down some, guess what? You now got that on the back of your resume to be able to say, well, I catered here, I did this, I did that. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta go do that. But if you just say like I went viral for tendenism and then I started a restaurant. It's like, well, people understand that viral is a very small period of time. You know what I mean? But you stay relevant by bouncing around. Because think about it. If Keith Lee, I hate to keep using him, but if Keith Lee started a restaurant next week, I'm going to believe that food going to be fire.
Yeah, and
Right.
if
because
I
I
go,
believe his reputation and what he's done going around tell me when it ain't good, he say it ain't good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like same with Unc. If Unc is at a barbecue joint, I might not have ate at that barbecue spot any other time. I'm going because I want to check it out. He in my city or he an hour away. I'm gonna pull up to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Unc need to be on tour, man. You know what
yeah,
I'm
he
saying?
don't need to be doing a restaurant.
Right.
I'm still can't
Right.
get over all them flags he got.
And the man
got on
lying.
the team.
Man,
I don't like that.
Yeah. Is there some more on there?
Yeah, it's a little more. We got 30 more seconds.
All right, let's see what he talking about.
Talking about barbecue and bonding over the craft that we both love. These moments were filled with camaraderie and mutual respect. Today, I'm proud of Walter for having the courage to go after his own dreams. It takes heart. I respect anyone who chooses to build something of their own, and I wish him nothing but the best. The barbecue community is really small. Guys, we all know each other, and as small business owners, I feel it's our responsibility to support one another.
It
Yeah,
ain't that
he-
small.
He trying to make sure.
Maybe he just got a crook in his neck.
No.
Nah, cause it's straighten up at times. Let me tell you.
He ain't got just a
What
crooked
it
neck.
seemed like he doing it again. If he really stand by what he's saying, what tools did you give Unc when he went out on his own?
Yeah.
You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Did you say like, you know what, we gonna continue to promote Unc even
Yeah.
though he's starting his own restaurant? Did you send him out with a spatula, a smoker? Come on now.
But
You
he's
know-
saying it's a small community, so in that small community, you do give tools. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's like a village. Like, oh, okay, if I leave, oh, okay, well, somebody's going to give me, here's the name of 2 people that owns comedy clubs, or here's some leads. He's like, all right, then, I don't want to look bad, but your uncle left.
Yeah.
So I don't think he told any lies. Now, whether or not he really had good motives for Onk, I don't believe that. Like in the beginning, he talked about like how he was right there with him when he trademarked it and stuff like that. This is why I saw Onk saying, you know what? I have a limit when I'm with him. Of course, Onk is gonna be there with him. He worked for the company. You know what I'm saying? It's either you say, you stand on business and be like, nah, I ain't doing this because I made this company. You know what I'm saying? I need to figure out how I can make money off of this and leave, but you gotta have your ducks in a row. You have to have your plan. You know, so I do believe Onk was with him when he signed that. But did Onk really feel comfortable doing that? That's the real question.
Well, also
Well, I
did.
mean-
Go ahead.
I don't know. You talking about when he signed the
Trademark.
rights,
For the trademarks, yeah.
No, I don't think he was with them. I think Unc old. We know that. We know he got some sense. To say that you did a trademark and then you asked him and he was like, no, come on. I don't believe that. That's
And
what
he
I
didn't
don't
say Unc was with him. He said he was aware
believe. He was aware of it.
that it was trademarked. You know what I'm
I
saying?
thought he said he was right beside him.
Nah, he said it
Maybe
was
it's
right
another
beside
video.
him building the business.
Yeah.
But in this video, he said that Unc was aware that
Right.
it was trademarked.
Right.
That's why I say like it's like
The words he used.
you not lying,
Mm-hmm.
but you're omitting the truth. It's really good PR. Like if you got a you know,
It looks
public-
like he's reading off a teleprompter
Yeah.
too.
if you got a PR rep, this is what a PR rep gonna tell you. Like in an interview or something like this, say a whole lot and say nothing at the same time. We walked away from a minute of this video and he ain't give us no fact. He ain't give us no meat. And they smoke meat. He ain't give us nothing. You know what it
Just gave
remind
us
me
smoke.
of?
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Smoke.
all smoke.
That's what it is.
This what it remind me of. I don't know if y'all, you know, I might be the only childish one here, but I grew up on SpongeBob. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch SpongeBob, right? And you remember one time SpongeBob decided he was gonna leave the Krabby Patty. He was through.
Yeah,
he
he
felt
gave
like
up,
Mr.
yep.
Krabs was, and
He was
Mr.
done.
Krabs said the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like SpongeBob, you know, I want you to go out, and I'm rooting for you. And what he was doing, he was trying to figure out
left
like
him.
how do I get another SpongeBob in here?
Yeah.
Like he was secretly hoping SpongeBob didn't make it.
Well, he was holding
He didn't
interviews.
send. He remember he took
He had interviews.
SpongeBob's spatula from him.
Yep.
That famous. He wouldn't let him take that spatula with
Yeah.
him. But he
He didn't
said
say
all the
nothing.
right things at first. You know what I'm saying? But then once he realized, oh, it ain't going the way I want it to go.
Wasn't nobody coming to the Krabby Shack.
Then it's like, hey, you know, come ride with your boy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So Mr. Krabs ain't fooling me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why he making you some money? It was all cool. Cause I tell you this, like being, you know, when I had the coffee shop, if any of my employees decided they was gonna go start a coffee shop, I told them, I don't care. I come in and help you with your drink menu. if you got questions about how this is supposed to go,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the answers to them. You know what I'm saying? That's when it's like, man, I'm gonna really set you off to succeed. I think with him, he just like he can't come out and be like, screw up.
Yeah.
Unc wasn't Destination Smokehouse. I started this barbecue business. He can't do that. So
I'm the
see,
one with the spatula.
yeah.
throughout the whole process, he was just trying to secure
You
the
remember he
bag.
fired him, and
Yeah.
my boy SpongeBob just toe up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And my boy toe up.
And he didn't care. That's
So
why
it's
he
the
held him
same.
like that.
So Buddy is Mr. Krabs. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Mr. Krabs had the best intentions for what?
His money.
His money.
That dollar bill.
That dollar bill.
Dollar bill.
Yeah, that dollar bill. You know what I'm saying?
The whole process, he was just trying to secure the bag.
Yeah.
The only thing is, like, I don't think he was lying in the video. But as far as his intentions, I feel like his intentions, he ain't have no love for Onk. I don't feel like he had love for Onk. I feel like his intentions was just to secure the bag. Because even the trademark and the tenderism thing. So if Onk goes, like Onk doing his own thing now, Onk can't really use it.
That's why
You
I
could
say.
say tenderoni, but I mean.
That's why I say he not lying. Did your mama or
Yeah.
your grandma and them used to tell you like, omitting parts of the truth is lying too?
Yes.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Just because think about it. We don't have any fact about his intention. So in a 1 minute video, he gave us 1 minute of talking and we don't know one fact.
He gave us
So that
smoke
tell me,
screen.
bro, you talking in circles. Like you saying a lot without saying nothing.
I'm gonna say all of this, but
So
I ain't
you
gonna
lie.
tell you. Well, me and Unc got into it. I told him to leave, but I'd already had them paper signed. So what was he gonna do?
Because guess what? When he said he wished him the best,
Yeah.
this would have been the time if he wanted to save his business. Yes, we trademarked tenderism.
Yes.
But the fact that Unc done stepped out to start his own business, we'll make sure Unc owns and controls his word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But they
Or
took that word.
at minimum, we'll make sure Unc has license and rights to use it too. But he ain't say that because that ain't that's not his intention. Because
His intention
this is
was
something
to
he
keep
thought
tenderism.
about clearly. Either thought about or wrote it down, right? And so if he really wanted to show like I rock with Unc, that was a way to do it.
Yeah.
That video just
That
showed
wasn't
like
it.
I gotta say something.
That wasn't
Right.
But I don't want to approach all of it. So yeah, so it's okay. He might not be lying, but he tiger. Yeah, how about that? Yeah. He tiger.
He ain't lying, but he ain't telling the truth.
Yeah. If he ain't lying, he lying cub. You know what I'm saying? It's a beginning lie. You
I
know.
don't know. He smiled when he talked. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, and to be honest with you, I think he does what America breeds. Like capitalism does that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm capitalize on this.
Yeah, and as a small business, like everybody, especially in today's time, because Cheeto Man got the whole country toe up, like
Everybody
everybody
doing the
trying to
shuffle
figure
game.
out how to get some money. And a lot of times we don't think about the effect it have on other people. Him, trademarking tenderism was probably in his mind, Unc gonna be with us until he retire. So I'm trademarking it and we could both eat off of that.
Yeah,
but
but-
now that Unc is leaving, now it's like, well, shoot.
That's why
But
I
then
didn't believe. Like people were saying, like he fired him.
I mean, I don't know that he fired him, but if he cared about Unc, he would have made sure he was part of that trademark. In no way should he have been left out of that because he's the one that started it. Unc
Right.
is.
Right. Yeah, I don't think he cared about him. But people were like saying that he fired him, and I'm like, nah, this man invested. Like he know his business. He lost 2 million followers. They say, when Onk left. Like I mean, anybody could see that coming. This is your mascot. Why would you want to get rid of him? You know what I'm saying?
That's why I
That's
said
it.
like him, he may not have fired him, but you can create an environment. Okay,
Where
so
you-
we
where you
all
real
done worked a
uncomfortable.
job before where it's somebody on the job we don't like.
They
But
don't
it's
act their
like
wage.
we can't get him fired. But we could create an environment that'll make him or her want to leave. You know what I'm saying? Which is you come in the lunchroom, we all pack our lunch up and walk back out. Or you come in saying hello and everybody just looking at you like, so eventually that person feel like, you know what, I need to go.
I need to go.
And then we could say, oh, well,
I
no,
didn't
we
do
didn't
nothing to
push
you.
them out.
Yeah.
We used to do that to ball players. Like, you was on the squad and you wasn't that good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We iced you out until it was time for you to go. We didn't look at that as like we pushed him out. I was like, he made a decision to quit basketball. But we was a part of his decision to quit. I think if Unc felt fully supported,
He
if
would've
Unc
stayed,
knew that Destination Smokehouse had his back, Unc would still be a destination smokehouse.
Yeah.
Especially at his age. Don't nobody venture out on a new business. How old is Unc?
Unc 72. I don't know. I'm just.
Nah, that ain't
It
72.
might be. He black, so we don't know what his
Man,
age.
I
He
ain't-
might
I
be-
ain't talking
he
bad
might be
about your
65.
Unc.
I'm just
You know
saying
what
he
I'm
might be
saying?
65, but he been
Yeah,
smoking.
you
I
know,
don't
they say black don't crack, but it
bend.
crease.
It
It crease. I done seen it creased up in plenty of occasions.
It
There's some-
bend.
There's some people I went to school with creased up out here. I'm talking Stay Flow.
Yeah.
Levi jeans.
He 96.
Is he? You ain't lying.
no.
Well, I was like,
I'm like,
you
man,
lying. I
I'm
said,
like, I'm
boy,
dyslexic, but I ain't 96.
like, what in the world?
But yeah, he they don't do and say how old he was.
Unc said he ain't gonna keep y'all.
He
He'll
he'll keep his exact age to himself. So that
because he wants some tenderonis.
that mean that mean Buddy was probably in them little Twilight series.
Yeah.
He ain't aged in
Ain't aged.
30 years. Okay, so if I'm looking and I'm taking a guess, Unc is at least 80.
I'm gonna say 75.
75?
I'm gonna give him 75.
Okay, we give him 76. So if Unc 76,
Why you always gotta do this?
I got one up you. If Unc is 76, what 70 plus person jumps out to start a new business venture? To build a restaurant from the ground up.
Nobody.
You don't do that. Not if you had a place where you like,
Maybe
man.
he got them young kids.
Now,
Them young.
I would say, if you got a lot of people, so just following everything that transpired. You remember Keith Lee tried to give him a $500 tip or something like that, and he couldn't get to him, and the internet blew up. I can imagine that there were a lot of people in his ear telling him you can make a whole lot more money on your own, because, like you said, if the trademarking that Destination Smokehouse did, if all of this, the progress that they did, and they received there, if they're not compensating him right, then all of the noise will start to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, look at the opportunities that open up for him now. You know, just being able to travel. There's rumors that somebody actually bought him a restaurant. Now, like you said, at his age, maybe owning his own restaurant is not the best idea. You know what I'm saying? If he's involved. Now, if he's just using his name for it though,
then what's gonna happen to that restaurant?
what's-
Because if I go to the restaurant and I'm expecting tenderism and I just get tender, I ain't coming back over here. And
I'ma
what's
have
the
some
first
issues
thing
about
gonna get
that.
put on social media?
Yeah.
Like, this ain't Unc restaurant, Unc
Yeah.
the face, but this ain't Unc's.
This
And
ain't
here's
got
the
nothing to do
thing.
with 'em. Yeah.
Like, so my
no,
partner,
so he could actually, he don't have to be there to
Yeah, he
make
do.
sure.
Yeah.
No,
He ain't
no,
gotta
no,
be
no.
there. Okay.
He
if
don't have to. He's not a good leader if he has to be there. So you can start an organization, give everybody the recipes, make sure that they understand how this works, and then you set a supervisor and you make sure it gets
No,
done.
that's
for
that's
a
how it was.
regular restaurant.
Yeah.
For one, predicated, they're not going to Destination Smokehouse because of him. You think his recipes left Destination Smokehouse?
No.
They
They
his
got that.
formula ain't left. So if that's the case, we could just keep going to Destination Smokehouse.
Yeah.
Because they got his formula.
Wait, people want to support him. That's
Right.
why
They
he
wanna
lost
support
2
Right,
million followers.
right now.
Yes.
But when they go to support him and
the
he's
restaurant ain't
so
it.
this is why I know for a fact that it worked this way. Used to come in my coffee shop. How many people did you hear? If I wasn't in there, they would ask, "Oh, Cody ain't here." I come back because the coffee shop was built on what? It was built on people were there to support me, my personality, and what I made. Right now, the people knew how to make everything that I made in the shop.
Now you know.
They knew how to make what I make. But people weren't there just for that. They
So
was
you
there.
think people not going to support this man?
I think
No.
if this is business.
No, I
No.
think
Not
they will
gonna support
support
him.
him.
not in the
But-
rate that you thinking in order
No.
to keep. Because here's the thing
It
about
don't
barbecue.
matter about the rate that I'm thinking.
Then it's gonna fail.
No. It don't matter if it's gonna fail or not. Listen, this is the reason why I brung it up. I brung it up to say this is probably the thoughts that went through his head.
And that's what
It's
I'm saying.
not about whether or not if it's a seed.
And if people wanted to help Unc, and he actually had a team like people saying is rallying behind him, that business strategist would have told him,
This ain't
Unc,
it.
this ain't a good idea. So what that means is a bunch of people that's gonna fill your head up full of air. but they not telling you what you really need to hear. They telling you what they would do in this situation as uneducated business people.
Right.
And so what
Go
I'm
get a
saying
business.
is, if Unc really had a support system that we think he has, then it would have already been a lawsuit filed to get that tenderism taken back. You know, Unc would have had a plan. When you leave, you don't leave without no plan.
Yeah.
Because guess what happens? Every day that go by that Unc don't have a restaurant and it ain't open is a day that
Tenderism
he
start doing like this.
losing
Yeah.
traction.
Right.
So if people cared about Unc and they was really trying to help Unc, that would have been what they was doing. Which is why I say, whatever restaurant Unc do, he got to be there. So Leon Smoke Shack is a perfect example. My partner Sean,
Yeah.
his daddy owned it and everything. His daddy about to retire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people was going to Leon Smoke Shack for Leon too. You know what I'm saying? So it was something that
And his
if
wife, Miss
Leon,
Ruth? Isn't his wife Miss Ruth?
yeah.
Sugar Ruth? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the only reason I'm going.
So if Leon about to retire, this is it. Because part of the experience was coming to support Leon.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
He
And
come
if that
support you.
and if Leon Smoke Shack is owned by Rudy,
Yeah.
then this is Rudy's.
Yeah.
And Rudy got to have his or her own, fan base to build that up. But it's different with chain restaurants.
So I will give you an example. We went to Trail Burger in Houston. Why I wanted to go there?
Because of Bun B.
Was he there?
Bun B is there though, a lot.
No. That's not why I went there. So I'm saying like that's how you feel. I get it. But I just wanted to support a black-owned business.
But you you wanted to support that. Have you ever seen Bun B make a burger?
No.
So it would have been different if those were Bun B's recipes. Did you expect to go in there and hear rap music? I did. I expected to go to Trill Burger and hear Houston culture, Houston music.
My only expectation was to get some good burgers.
And they
from a
was
black-owned
and they
business.
was spectacular.
And
But
they were,
They-
yeah.
But it's like if Bun B was known for making burgers, and Bun B don't make burgers here,
Yeah.
even if he not making them every day, it don't matter who you gave Bun B recipe to. Which is why I told you,
Yeah.
when we was in there, the fact that Trill Burger is built on Bun B's personality, it's gonna be hard to franchise.
Yeah.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I can't replicate it. Because Bun B does pop up a lot to Trill Burger. If you go to Breakfast Club with my partner Marcus, you go in there to see, Breakfast Club, Marcus be in there. Courtney is at Mo Brunch and Brews. You know what I'm saying? So because they there, they don't have to necessarily be the head chef
Yeah.
every day.
They just,
But the fact that they come and they're known for their recipes,
You gonna
it's
keep
like
going.
I'm overseeing my recipe.
Oh, so Uncle just pop up every once in a
No,
while.
I gotta also be cooking.
Yeah.
Because barbecue is also
You just
something.
say oversee.
But I said that they're in the kitchen cooking and overseeing their recipes too.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Unc gotta be doing both.
So he can
But
do that.
I think
because this is
I
what
think
he
he
was
needs to be
literally
there.
doing.
like he don't have to be cooking, but he could, hey, y'all want to sample this? He don't have to actually be cooking. He can actually be in there. Y'all want to sample this? He could be out as a face, as most managers, how you doing, what's going on, and not necessarily be there. But I think he does have people in his corner, but not in his corner the way that in smart business way. Yeah.
Because barbecue is a lot more physically demanding than people know. That's why I'm saying, like, people gonna cut corners at a barbecue joint, which is why most people that have like their own special way of barbecue,
Yeah.
they don't let other people do it.
Yeah.
Because guess what? All it takes is for you to go get a tenderism, and that sucker ain't tender. And then if it's like, man, Unc lost a step.
Yeah.
And then Unc like,
Unc
I ain't
slipping.
make that. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, you ain't make the food at tenderism? So now it's just like, well, why am I going to tenderism then? It's like that for me, because like when I went to Fixins when they first opened. Fixins is in Greenwood, in case
Yes.
y'all ain't know. But Fixins, when I first went, when they brought the chefs in that was making everything, man, Fixins, I was fixing to live there.
Yeah.
Like, it
when
was-
I say they greens and everything else,
Oxtail-
and the portions, everything was like,
Oxtail
I'm
had some
coming here all the
tenderism.
time. Yeah.
Oxtail had some tenderism falling off the bone.
Now when I go back now,
It's not, but I'll say this, it's not bad, you know what I'm saying? But that level of expectation that was set when they first was there, but I know that come with, I brought in my chefs from my original restaurant and they taught the recipes, but guess what happened? Standard operating procedures don't always get followed.
Yeah.
Because I'm also changing employees, or this cook is tired. Barbecue is one of them things, man, if you don't get it right,
you
there's a
can't go back.
There's a
can't go
whole
back to
batch
it.
of meat that's
Yeah.
bad. You know what I'm saying? Not bad, but not up to standard. And you ain't throwing that out because this take hours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
Right.
why I say with is if Buddy wanted to help him, an easy way to help him would have been like, you ain't gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? You could stay here and work with us and we could build this up. Like, and think about that story if this video would have been Buddy talk about like, hey man, you know, Unc then went from an employee to a partner.
Yeah.
Unc then moved up because of y'all, you know, Unc don't gotta work as many hours. Unc finna do a Destination Smokehouse tour.
Yeah.
And we gonna help him. You know what I'm
He
saying?
actually could just do like tenderism size things. Like, this is our stuff. This is so and so stuff. There you go. And he ain't
The
had to
tendon
leave.
is a menu.
Yeah.
But it lying.
Yeah.
That's what it, you know, it all come back to what kind of creature you are. And I know a lion when I see one as an old African boy. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? He even got a little scar to him.
I was just about to say, he kind of looked like Scar.
Look like Scar a little bit. If Scar was light skinned. You know what I'm talking about? All right, so we got another video.
Okay.
Oh, and y'all don't know, but Aaron behind the camera and the switchboard
Yeah.
and all that, man.
He
you
switched.
know.
That's why we keep looking back. It ain't like
Yeah,
breaks,
yeah,
there's a ghost in the room.
What? Yeah, Aaron doing all the behind the scenes
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like
He
an
is a
episode of
wizard.
Kim
Aaron, you
Possible.
need a mic too.
He is a wizard.
Next time I'll get one.
Yeah,
Y'all ready for the next one?
yeah, I'm ready for
Give me
it.
an intro. What we about to watch?
I don't
Whose video
know.
is
This is not my video.
Which one is it?
It's a TikTok about the girl.
Oh, the girl talking trash.
Oh, okay.
What's the intro on this?
Nah, don't
Is
rub
this
your face
Joe?
now.
Is this Joe again?
Don't rub your
Yeah, I
face
guess
now.
it's me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Let's see.
Dang, Apple
Now
took
he-
something out
now
my
he- Now
account.
Joe looking confused, like he don't know what.
I
he
didn't
did.
know I was gonna have to introduce every video.
Well, yeah.
I don't.
Oh,
like
you playing Damani though?
I know you're not familiar with a
Oh, my bad.
The weakness of a man is ruled by lust.
What this is.
Yeah, this your video?
Yeah. So how you want me to introduce it?
Just what is she talking about? What's she about to
What's
talk
she
about?
talking
Okay. All
about?
right.
She got 17,000 likes. So
All right, y'all. So this next video is a video from TikTok. This woman is saying that this is the weakness of men and this is the weakness of women. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see if it's true.
okay.
Because we got 2 men in here, 3 men in here, and 1 woman. So let's do it.
mother or
Why does it keep playing that?
Yeah, you keep playing my video.
father. Maybe that's the
Domini is ready to flow. Let's not
It's
hold this black man
Damani.
down.
Damani.
Damani.
Right, Damani. Yeah.
Domini.
I'm holding the black man down. It's my fault.
Jesus.
We tired
Is
of
it
our
the
names
room?
being.
Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's see if this is true.
Attention. She wants somebody to look at her. Love.
Okay.
The weakness of a man is ruled by lust. The weakness of a woman is ruled by attention. She wants somebody to look at her.
All right, you can stop it.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Not every woman, but go ahead.
So,
Why you looking like that? Like,
so how you feel about? I'm gonna ask you the man question. How do you feel the weakness of a man is ruled by lust? How you feel about that?
I feel like last time I got into a conversation like this, it cost me. Ooh, my boy, I was, you know what I'm saying? Things got a little worm.
say
Um,
it.
I say it depends on what kind of man you talking about. And to be honest, I think everybody is ruled by lust, and it's a weakness of all people. Like women gonna lust for something. You know what I'm saying? So like that's a part of the nature. I don't think that that's
Well, I
necessarily.
think she's specifically talking about lust towards women.
I don't think that that's necessarily the weakness of people, because what often happens, at least for me, like if I meet a chick and I really like her, like I might see other attractive women in it. I don't think about that. Now if I see one and I meet her, she cool, but I'm kind of on the fence, then that door is still open. So yeah, you still looking for, because obviously this didn't connect all the way. You know what I'm saying? It's like it downloaded, but the picture blurry. You know what I'm saying? Versus when you get with one, it download picture clear, you don't even think about nothing else. So to say that that's the weakness of men, nah. I think the weakness of men is the fact that we don't. It's more so that we don't voice how we feeling in the moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? We wait until like it boil over, and then it's like, well, I'm tired of this, and I'm tired of it being like this. Like most men that I know, like that's the biggest flaw of theirs. Is like they trying to figure out a way not to argue. So and we don't have great communication skills as a whole. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that would be more of it than lust, because I know some dudes that like, yeah, they get them a woman, they get out the way. You know what I'm saying? But even the ones that do that, I see that they struggle with communication more than they do lusting. But also, I think that maybe a man should have been given that take, just because, like, same way I can't say what a weakness of a woman is because I ain't never been one. It's kind of hard for me to, it's kind of hard for me to take that.
I love your perspective. I think the reason she may have said that because it was the same perspective I had. One of my close relatives, man, he was my role model growing up. Okay. You know, he had a beautiful family, kids, wife, and everything. He was a boxer, you know, and he was real religious, you know, so he had a lot of structure in his life. And one day he had an affair, you know, with a woman. But he still wanted his wife. So the woman, she was upset that he kept going back to his wife. So she eventually said, if I can't have him, nobody will. So she drugged him. And to this day, he hasn't been right. You know what I'm saying? I've also heard a guy say, if a man deals with lust, I won't go into business with him. He said, because if he's married, because he said he knows what all of that entails. You know what I'm saying? So if a man if he can't be faithful to his wife, then he can't be faithful to this business. And then every minute of him being in business with this person, he has to worry about whether or not if he's been faithful to his wife or if he'll get caught. Because if he get caught, then that can mess things up with their business.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't say married men. She just said men in general. Mm-hmm. So men in general, and even with that, like, let's keep it a bean. You remember when Kobe snitched on Shaq?
What is a bean?
That's 100. That's 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Kobe snitched on Shaq, Kobe my favorite basketball player ever. But Kobe got caught cheating. Kobe was like, I ain't the only one that been on the road cheating. Like, what about Shaq? And Shaq like, dang, people didn't know.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? But the reason I say that is because that man's perspective of, like, if he cheating on his wife, then he'll cheat on the business, not necessarily true. But I think that, again, the lust comes into play because if dude would have been communicating with his wife, he might not have found himself in that position. You know what I'm saying? Like, because there's times where it's like, hey, baby, like, I'm thinking, hey, I'm kind of feeling like I want to step out. Now, y'all had that conversation. Well, why is it that you feel that way? Is it because it's a lack of intimacy at home? Is it because you got an overly active sex drive? Like, y'all can figure out what's going on. Now, if you don't say nothing, then you just like, she bad.
So what happens when he do communicate and he still desires other women?
Then they ain't came to no conclusion.
They ain't figured out what the problem is.
Like, they didn't figure out the issue. Like, because you can't just, communication ain't just saying something.
Like,
to me, communication is figuring out, like, a solution to a problem.
Yeah, and that's a process.
Yeah.
So you don't just stop. You don't just automatically gain self-control because you started a conversation.
But like I said, but let's keep it again.
A bean.
Let's keep it a black. Let's keep it a black jelly bean. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it all the way funky with it. How many men you think having that conversation? There's very few men that are willing to say that. You know what I'm saying? So when we say that it starts at lust, it's like, nah, like, people are going to lust regardless.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It's the action that you take.
What is the conversation?
The conversation is shit, baby. Like, I still find other women attractive, sexually attractive. I feel like I want to sleep around.
You don't think men tell women? Oh, okay.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Go
Eric,
ahead.
you ever told your wife you still find the women attractive?
No.
That's different. I find them attractive. I want to act on that. It's a totally different conversation. I can say, you know, I don't believe, even when I'm dating, I don't believe that his eyes ain't gonna wander. My eyes not gonna wander. But now if I say, well, I want to act on that, that's totally different.
And that's the conversation you have before you do. Because guess what? A person is lying if they say, I got with this person and now everybody else is unattractive to me.
You lying.
You a lie.
I don't think that's always the case, though. I don't think it's always the case that, like, I don't think men always find women attractive and they want to act on it at the moment they actually act on it. Like, they could be fine within their marriage and the opportunity happened. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the opportunity came, they wanted to act on it at the moment. But all throughout their marriage, they found other women attractive.
Nah,
okay, okay, what about, what's her name? Alicia Keys, and who's she married to?
Swiss Beats.
He was married. He could have just said, you know, I'm in the studio all the time with Alicia. I'm thinking about getting that.
Yeah,
no.
We building a bond, we connecting on a level, and baby, I don't know what's going on. Then maybe they decided, okay, then our marriage is over. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's the solution they came up with. But I'm also looking at it like there's a minority of what you talking about. Like, as a former wiggler, I could tell you, I ain't just find my way.
Did he say
into no cootin' nanny? I ain't just find my way there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's many times as I even try to convince myself
so that you are no longer a wiggler?
I ain't no wiggler no more. I'm out the game. You know what I'm saying? But like now I know if I find this woman physically attractive, right? I don't need to be in a room with her by myself at midnight. Now in a group setting, I'm good. But like me being an artist, if a woman I find attractive is trying to come do a studio session at 12 at night,
wiggling
and I'm in a relationship, or even not being in a relationship, if we already set that boundary and we ain't doing that, no. Somebody else got to pull up. Right. So it can't be like people are going to lust. You're going to find other people attractive. Right. That's human. But to say that that's the weakness?
That's the weakness. No.
Okay, because guess what? There's no way for any human to eliminate that weakness of lust. They can eliminate the acting on that weakness, but they can't eliminate the lust itself.
No, I believe what you said. Like that's a weakness for both men and women.
So the weakness is not lust. It's the weakness of a man is ruled by lust. So there is a difference. There is a difference. So it's like we all lust. Okay. But if I say a man is like ruled by lust, you know what that looks like.
Like that's his
So that's just saying we just some little horny bastards.
Right. And not all men.
But that's what she said, that the weakness of a man is ruled by lust. So the weakness of a man is that he a little horny bastard. And to me, you can't okay.
I mean, because that's why you got cougars out here, isn't it? I mean, they ruled by lust, right? They ain't ruled by I want that boy to move in. I want that YN to move in. I just want what he get.
I want to know, Aaron, hit play. I want to know what the women is ruled by. I want to see.
She said attention. We'll replay it again.
Go ahead, play. She did say attention.
Let's see what Tony Braxton got to say.
For a minute.
Phony Braxton.
Lust makes a man impulsive. He trades his legacy for a moment, focus for a fantasy, and leadership for an appetite.
I agree.
But attention does the same thing to a woman. Let me break that down, okay? So when a woman is ruled by attention, she wants somebody to look at her, she'll trade her standards for validation, privacy for popularity, purpose for an applause, and both are expensive. Because when you are ruled by what feels good in the moment, you lose what could pay you in the long term. Follow me, just come to the front.
Can you stop that? I agree and I disagree with that. Because as a comedian, I want you to laugh and look at me because that's my job. Mm-hmm. But I'm not ruled by that. And see, I guess that's what you're pointing about is ruled by. And all humans are in some ways ruled by lust. Because we all see something nice we like and be like, oh yeah. I mean, hell, when Idris Elba came out, everyone was like, yeah. And it wasn't because we knew anything about him. He was smart. He had the accent. No, it was lust. But are we ruled by it? Because, I mean, some people are. They gon', I see that. I want to go get that no matter what cost. But I don't think all women are like that. I don't think all men are like that. And attention.
I don't think she's saying all men and all women. I think she's like saying like maybe it just because even with her example, she's saying like when you are in a position where you allow your lust to cause you to make an emotional decision that could cause you to lose your legacy.
Yeah, I mean,
That's when you're
So
ruled
I
by
don't,
lust.
That's
I
when
don't
you
think
rule, but I
that's
don't think
lust. That's impulse.
that's impulse.
That's just
yeah.
impulse and emotions.
That's impulse.
That's
Yeah, because
impulse.
it's not lust
So-
because you
To-
can.
you're
Wait,
act-
so the desire was never there. It was just impulse.
No,
No.
desire is always
to be
there.
there.
It's
Yeah,
the
the
lack
desire
of
has to be there.
lust.
no, it's the lack of impulse control because lust is always there.
Lust is
so if
always
you're
gonna be in
if
there.
you're so if you're lusting and you're not acting on it, is it not lust no more?
Yeah.
No. So you're not ruled by lust.
So if
you're not acting on it, you're not ruled by it.
I'm gonna just say
That's not
I,
making sense.
I'm gonna just say I disagree.
And
I
then
don't.
the
nah.
thing about attention, yes, I do know some women that they want to sit, in front of whoever's singing, whoever is a comedian, so that they could see them, so they can get that attention. But I don't think that that's something that nobody wants. Like everybody, no, let's just say, don't nobody want somebody that don't nobody else want. You ain't want nobody, and ain't nobody looked at them. You gonna be like, oh, something wrong with them. So I think that what she's saying, in some of it, it does have a glimmer of hope. Like, yes, if that takes you over and destroys you, yes. Does that happen to everybody? No. To a minute part of society, it does. But I don't think that every woman's like, oh, I need attention. I need attention. You could tell which women want attention, and you can tell which
also
ones don't.
ruled by like you. If we going like said, I think the English is just off.
Yes.
Because if ruled by lust means that would tell me that everything he does is to get some
to get
sex.
some- yeah.
Get a little piece of something,
Yeah.
right? So that would be he's ruled by it because that's his ultimate goal, right? Well, if that's the case, then he would have never built that legacy in the first place. He would have never been in a position to build a legacy because everything he would have done would have been in pursuit of a piece of little something.
Okay,
So the
now-
fact that he didn't build that way, and even her saying that with women, it's attention.
Yeah.
Attention is lust.
Yes.
You're lusting for attention.
So,
lust.
so
And
you
so,
don't
like,
have to build your legacy being ruled by lust. Like you
I mean,
could,
you can.
You could.
I
you
got a
can.
homeboy that got a whole family, but found out he been cheating the whole time and built his legacy. So
Well, that's Exhibit A. But so Exhibit B is you could actually something could have happened after you build your legacy, and now you are ruled by lust.
no, you
You don't
still
have to
haven't had
be-
that conversation with the person that you with, and that's where that
Oh, I don't
that
disagree.
that impulse, like, okay,
Oh, I don't disagree with that. Yeah.
nah, go on, speak on it. Don't be trying to hold it
Go
still.
ahead. Go ahead.
Keep it a bean, as you say.
That just don't make sense. Like if a person is ruled by lust, you don't get to turn that ruled by off and on. Like
Yeah.
you don't get to be like, today it's a piece in front of me and I don't want it.
That's the difference.
Okay,
I didn't
okay.
backtrack. I didn't say. So what I said is, so you're trying to say that the person who's ruled by lust has to be ruled from what? What's the starting point? Birth?
If she's saying that that's the
That's-
weakness of
that's
people.
what she's saying. Ruled
If that's
by
the
means-
weakness of a man, it's ruled by lust.
She's not saying it's from birth. So you think
so
she's
it's
saying
from-
a
so-
baby is ruled by lust?
So she's saying that in the moment a man makes a decision to act on his lust and it can cost him everything, but he's not thinking about that. He's thinking about getting a
she
little
married?
piece of something.
Is she in a relationship?
And what I'm saying is he messed up well before he was in the position to get a little piece of something. It was the lack of accountability, the lack of self-awareness. Those are the things that put him in a position to get a little piece of something outside of his relationship or that's going to be the downfall of his legacy. Lust is what happens in that particular moment.
Yes.
Him being ruled by lust in that particular moment. But he was set up well before that. The lack of attention and situational awareness is what put him in a position to sleep with the other woman.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna say that the weak part came when he actually did it. No, the weak part came when he
had
couldn't
it in the
see.
thought, yeah.
Like, nah, I find this lady attractive and I
Yeah.
probably shouldn't put myself in this position. So the weakness, if you're gonna say that the weakness of a man is ruled by lust, no.
No, it's ruled
Lust
by
is
lust.
what ruins
That,
it.
that's
wrong
fair.
with it?
I'm not trying to say that that one moment could make him like ruled by lust. But what I'm saying is like he could have actually established a legacy first, and maybe his lust was like controlled, wasn't ruled by it. But then after some point, then he started to get weaker.
I mean, that's still,
He
but
started to
that
get
still
weaker.
goes back
what-
to
yeah.
having that conversation with your person. You know, and we say men aren't good communicators. Most women say that. I'm not saying that, but that there is no opening. That's like if I'm dating with somebody and all of a sudden I'm like, you know what? I've been thinking about this dude. Oh, okay. He can take it and go with it. Well, I've been thinking about this dude, and we've been in situations where it could get a little close. He can still not say anything. Oh, I'm about to act on that. That's when. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. And was I ruled by lust the whole time? Yeah, I was ruled. I was thinking about it. I wasn't ruled by it. So, like Cody said, that whole word "ruled," it's always there. It's an undercurrent.
It's similar to, like I said, the last time I had a conversation like this, I had to go back to this, which is we are all responsible for our actions and our reactions to things.
Yes.
So the moment I see that my reaction could be something that I don't want to happen, or it could put me in a position to get myself in trouble, I have to be self-aware enough to pull myself back.
Yes.
I can't, because in the moment, yes, lust takes over in the moment.
You sound like a man who's not ruled by lust.
No, but I was. Like, I've
said
been
he
in
wasn't
situations.
wiggling. He said he
No,
wasn't
I've been in
wiggling.
situations. But I said that the moments that I was ruled by lust came because of a lack of situational awareness and a lack of personal accountability.
Yeah.
That's what put me in a position to be there. So if you just put it at the lust part, then this is what's going to happen with men, because we simple creatures. We going to feel like, oh, I can prove that I'm not ruled by lust by I can hang out with that woman that I find attractive
And not do
nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And once I do it and I successfully don't sleep with her one time, I'm like, oh, I'm good. No, you're not good, because the situational awareness that puts you in that position, that's what's going to get you in trouble.
Right.
Because you're going to get going back to that situation.
But that's
and ain't
actually
gonna be no
ruled by
boundaries.
lust. So let me explain. So
Okay.
ruled by lust is me saying that, okay, I can go in the Griots building at midnight, knowing that this beautiful woman is going to be there, and I'm okay. Now, me being ruled by lust is my lust telling me I'm going to be okay, knowing that this woman is physically attracted to me, and that we're going to be in here at midnight by ourselves. That's me being ruled by myself, by my lust. So
That's
it's
not
like
what
it's
she said.
dispelling all of my
That's not what
logic.
she said. What she said, it's not dispelling all of your logic, because what she said was...
That's not dispelling my logic?
was not based on what
Not
she
what
was
she
saying.
said.
She was saying that if, men are ruled by this chase for a little piece of something, and that's the reason why he loses legacy, and he sacrifices all of that for a little piece of something. If you came up here and there was a beautiful woman here wanting to do a podcast late at night, and you knew that there were other options. Hey, Aaron, can you pull up?
Yeah.
Hey, Cody, can you pull up?
Yeah.
And you still decided to do it. Guess what? Before it even got to lust, it was a lack of situational awareness and a lack of self-respect and self-discipline and accountability. Then it became lust. What I'm saying is, don't put that label on young black men, because if you just say that, then they just gonna put themselves in a position to see, like, oh, it's like this.
I like her,
if I'm attracted or I'm lusting for a drink of liquor, and I'm right next door to Tisdale's, but every day I don't go in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can then try to, falsely convince myself that, bro, I don't really lust for liquor.
Yeah.
But then at one time I end up in the bar, guess what? I'm a drink. And then when I drink, I can't be like, oh man, it was my lust that got me here. No. It was that lack of situational awareness and self-accountability. So I would put that, even the attention part she said for women.
Yes.
That's a lust.
That's a
People
lust.
lust for attention.
Yeah.
She just changed the words out. It's lust for us. It's attention for women.
But it's
the
thing.
exact same thing.
I hear the situational awareness. I still feel like it's your desire that got there. Like if you don't, like for instance, I'm gonna say this. If he was selling poop next door, I'm never gonna go over there. It don't matter situational awareness, none of that, because I don't have a desire for that.
Okay, so are you saying it has to be a desire first?
Lust always, it has to be there. It don't matter how you put it. Like,
But
okay,
lust
so
is
if
there
I don't-
for everybody.
Lust
is there for everybody.
For everybody.
There's no lack of lust.
I've been in an airport with my female friends going on a cruise. They see a guy automatically. Girl, look at him. Look. Oh, he married. But that was lust, right? Because they didn't know nothing about him. So saying we all are in some way influenced by lust is a thing. not ruled by. We're all influenced by lust. Now, do we act on it? Do we surround ourselves by it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
women,
no. I'm saying it. I'm saying the same thing. I'm not saying
All
like
human-
everybody's like ruled by lust. I'm not saying all men are ruled by lust. What I'm saying is like when a man is ruled by lust, he's gonna start making irrational decisions.
and so will a woman.
Yeah. So yeah,
I agree.
both. Yeah,
So
both.
so that statement of like, nah, women,
Women don't want
nah,
lust,
it's
yeah.
attention that do it to women. It's
No.
like, no, it's the same
same thing.
thing.
Did she say women didn't want lust?
No, she
No,
said women
she
that
said
want
that the
attention.
weakness of a woman is
Is
attention.
attention.
The weakness of a man is lust. The
lust.
weakness of humans is lust.
Is lust.
Like, so that's why I say like it's a false narrative of creating this. Well, it creates this narrative, especially in women's brains,
Yes.
that men are just hypersexual and men
Yes.
are gonna make bad decisions based on who they want to sleep with, and women don't think like that. No. Everybody thinks that way.
that. And-
Because a woman may lust for a certain type of lifestyle, she willing to sleep with somebody she wouldn't sleep with otherwise. It's still lust.
It's still
But
lust.
when you call it attention with them, that would be like me calling it I'm gonna call it a domestic dispute when I get into it with my spouse.
But I'm gonna call
But
it
then
wife
my
beating.
daughter, if her boyfriend get into it with her, that's a domestic assault.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair.
It's the same
It's the
thing.
same thing.
I
That's
can't word it
Yeah.
differently to try to fit the narrative I want it to fit because all humans deal with lust. It's a lust for things. There's a lust for people. There's a lust for time. There's a lust for attraction. We all have it. Kids deal with it. I didn't want that toy until you got it, but I got a lust of having everything on my own. And so guess what? That self-accountability come into play. That self-awareness come into play. And if it don't, I'm going to come over there and snatch that toy. So the natural deterrent to lust is self-accountability. And if a person don't have that, then lust takes over. But that's people. If she would have just said lust and attention is the
Oh,
weakness of men and women,
Then we wouldn't
Hey.
we wouldn't be having a discussion.
me and Monica would have agreed.
That's
but
not,
the
that's
fact
phony
that
Braxton. But
hey, I'm just
I mean, I
saying.
feel like again, like the last video, the English language ruled by. I didn't let him go, but he left on his own. It's a whole bunch of. It's the way you use the words, and that's the prime example of social media. It's the way you use the words that you use to get what you're trying to get. Because this is for division of men with women.
Yeah, I can stand behind that. I can see that. So you concur?
Yeah, I concur with Cody because, I mean, attention
So
like
you don't
all
think
of
it's
us.
attention, you think it's lust?
No, because it's
I
all
think-
at the
yeah,
end
I
of the
think
day.
they
All of it
intertwined.
is lust.
Matter of fact, we gonna get into that. You know what I'm saying?
Get
so look,
into it.
lust, ego, all of it funnel into the same stuff, right?
Yes.
So the video I wanted to do, cause I rap. You know
You
what I'm saying?
rap?
Rap.
You rap and wiggle.
Rap. I don't wiggle no
You
more.
rap and wiggle.
I don't wiggle no more. So, of course, like I don't really fully know how the beef started with these people. Okay, you pause the music.
I mean, I couldn't hear them. I couldn't hear you. I was listening to the music.
You want to hear it right now?
Now, can you pause the music? It's playing.
Put your
Okay,
lighters
well,
up if you,
you
too
want
want
the
the
truth.
truth.
Now both of them playing. Yeah, you get rid of Coach Daphnique. But you know what I'm saying? The reason I picked this one is multiple reasons.
Okay, what?
First, T.I.
Mm-hmm.
T.I. was one of the artists I really listened to a lot growing up. But T.I. had an ego problem the entire time he rapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see it as that because I was a small dude too. So I just felt like, you remember we was listening to a song, he said he was 145 pounds of pure muscle or something. Like, and I'm
And we
like,
both was like,
145 pounds as an adult? Like, who you threatening?
Baby, you weak. It's
But
okay.
it just tell you like ego for him is he want everybody to feel like
be intimidated.
I'm the intimidator, I'm the toughest. You know what I'm saying? 50 on the other hand is a troll. 50 don't really care. 50 gonna go. But Damani was always, out of all the T.I. and Tiny's kids, he was really the only one that I felt like musically he can make it on his own. If he wasn't Damani Harris, if he was just Damani, I feel like he would be mainstream. He, you know what I'm saying? He'd be an artist I listen to. And so I did appreciate him stepping up, saying, trying to defend Tiny, even though that's not his biological mama. But it was lines in the song where it's like, trust I got more sense than the people that's headed to your mansion. Stuff like that where I'm like, now you still a suburban kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still have a great life. And to be honest, if 50 took that in a threatening way, you know what I'm saying? There's a way to dish people and it don't turn into that. You know what I mean? I felt like Drake and Kendrick, they went at each other, talked bad about each other, brought up dirty laundry, all that. But they wasn't talking about killing each other. And
So there's a healthy way to diss each other?
unless that's what you want to do. If y'all wanted to go street, then go street.
Gotcha.
But now Damani was a little more respectful than Lil King Harris. Now I ain't gonna lie. Some people saying King is growing on him. He is not growing on me. I can't stand. I ain't gonna talk bad about that boy, but I can't stand him. Right. But this song was number one. It was mature. He talking to 50 Cent's deceased mother on the song. That was the part that I was like, hey man, say man.
Hey.
So as somebody who I lost my daddy when I was a kid, so it's like if somebody was dissing me and they was like, it was like a letter to my daddy talking about like, you sure you proud of your son? Like, and then he said in the song, if you miss your mama so much, like we'll gladly send you to meet her. And I'm like, okay. Now this is somebody who been shot 9 times.
Yeah.
From the streets of New York City. Yeah, you mentioned me being shot.
Yeah.
Get rich or die trying. Now you see what he did to Diddy.
And still doing.
That boy put together a documentary.
And a parade float.
He might be doing another one.
So T.I.
Yeah, he put a parade float.
T.I. better hope he ain't in the Epstein files because 50 gonna find out.
Yes.
You hear me? 50 gonna find out
He
if you in the Epstein. Like, so the fact that 50 ain't put out no track tell me 50 probably putting together a Lifetime Television for Women documentary on Tiny or something.
Yeah.
Or something. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to just play this song a little bit. We can listen to it in spurts. And then we just kind of break down the lyrics and how we receive them. Yeah, that's the best way.
I encourage you to do a little research on my whole family, but you can start with me first. I know you're not familiar with a mother or a father. Maybe that's the reason easily you'll talk about them. Maybe that's the reason you be targeting the women. Let somebody try your mama, bet you probably want to kill them. Speaking of killing,
pause right there.
It was clean.
It was clean.
It's clean.
Yeah.
Excel lets you control.
Nah, I don't want to talk to you. So the fact that like he was, even though he brought up his dead mama, that was in a way that at the beginning it didn't feel disrespectful. Like maybe you only do this because you ain't had no mama and daddy, so maybe that's why you go after people's parents. You know, which psychologically could be the case. So yeah, I felt like that was a clean punch.
No PTSD.
That was a way to clean, in a clean way to do it. All right, what's the next part?
The nigga running around, profiting off our pain. Love it when we fall down, that's when Curtis gets paid. Now put your lighters up if you too want the truth. Many men sin, but don't profit like you from it. You don't even drink, but you'll fake it for the news coverage. Seem like you know 50 Cent more than you know you, Curtis. Goddamn.
I like that.
So
he said you don't even drink.
You don't even drink. You know what I'm saying? But he promoted liquor. Now here the problem I got with that. And I said this when it was Drake and Kendrick too. Mm-hmm. Kendrick knew a lot of that information before him and Drake started dissing each other. So if you felt like you had information that he was messing with underage girls or he was any of that, you can't wait till y'all beefing to call him out on it. Because your highest streaming song was with Drake at the time. Yeah, and while that residual was coming in, wasn't no problem. But once we beefing, same with that. Didn't Future say, I don't take Percocets? Yeah. I don't do none of that. You ain't say nothing about Future, but if they ever got into it, that'll be what come up. You know what I'm saying? Is Jeezy said, nah, my son is going to college. Ain't no trap or die for my son. But you told us to trap or die. You know we keep that white girl, Christina Aguilera. I didn't know how to say her name correctly until that song came out. You know what I'm saying? So like for other people's kids, it was trap or die. But for yours, it was, man, go to college. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the only part, like when I heard that line in there, I'm like, I like it. But you from the same city as Future. You competing in the same, you know what I'm saying, same Coliseum, same battlefield as Future for listeners. And so if you feel like it's a negative, then you got to call out them negatives. And then he said, it seemed like you know 50 Cent more than you know you, Curtis. that goes back to that.
That's like that identity problem.
Yeah, you become the artist versus letting the art be separate. So when people say I can separate the artist from the man, a lot of times the artists themselves don't do that.
Yeah,
because
they feel that they've encapsulated that character.
Yeah, how many times you done heard R. Kelly be called Robert?
Not too many.
He refers to himself as Kels.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So when we say we can separate the man from the music, he couldn't separate the man from the music. So it's hard to do what even the artist won't do. So that line I felt was pretty clever.
How can R&B be without the aura? But go ahead.
The aura, yeah, the fact that he pronounced it as an aura.
Hey, that's a good perspective from an artist, because I mean I wouldn't have never thought about the fact that, because as a fan of music, I don't separate T.I. from
Clifford Harris.
What's his name? Clifford Harris. Yeah. You know, I just see T.I. as T.I. You know, but it is important to separate.
That's why I like Damani, because his actual name is Damani Harris. And he rap about selling candles, which he really does. Like he rap about like how he lives. You know what I'm saying? In the type of man he is, there's not like a persona over here and then Damani over here. You know, that's why when I was rapping, when I was younger, I had nicknames. But as I got older, it was like, I should just use my name.
Your name.
Because I'm rapping about what I do. Now, when I was just rapping, not caring about what I was saying, there was a persona for that. You know what I mean? But when it became like, no, I'm rapping how I feel and how I actually think, why do you need a name for that? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. What's Snoop Dogg's real name?
Yeah.
So we ain't never separated Snoop.
Nathaniel Banks.
No, it ain't that. He got I forget it, but it's slipping my mind, but I know
what it is, but I can't.
You know what I'm saying? I can't pronounce it, but
I mean, but then you got people like, the other side of entertainments.
There it is, Nathaniel Banks.
Calvin.
Cortisol.
Brodus. None of them say Snoop Dogg in it.
But that's like Cedric the Entertainer. We know Cedric, but we don't know the other part.
What's Jamie Foxx's real name?
Yeah, see, I don't know. I know
it. Eric Bishop.
Eric
Bishop. I think it's Eric Bishop.
Yeah.
You know, but it's the fact that he came up with the name Jamie Foxx, and we've never separated. We've never separated Jamie Foxx.
So I could never say, well, so and so did that.
Bishop. Yeah, so that's why I say, like, when he said it, feel like you don't even, you know 50 more than you know you, because 50 is the troll. 50 the one that don't care about none of that stuff. But Curtis Jackson probably wouldn't like nobody talking about his mama.
No, Curtis Jackson probably would have a problem.
Like he said, you probably want to kill him.
Yeah.
Now, the only problem I got with that is you then later talk about his mama.
Yeah.
After
because he dealing with 50.
Okay,
but he said you'll probably want to kill. Let somebody talk about your mama, you'll probably want to kill him. So let me talk about her. So then if it went street, we couldn't hear Damani and T.I. and them talking about, man, this is music beef. It ain't music beef. You wanted it to go street because you knew that this would turn to street, and you chose to do it. All right, we could go some more.
Hey Curtis, I encourage you to do a little research on my whole family, but you can start with me first. I know you're not familiar with a mother or a father. Maybe that's the reason easily you'll talk about them. Maybe that's the reason you be targeting the women. Let somebody try your mama, bet you probably want to kill them. Speaking of killing, Curtis, I heard you was a firebug. Well, I'ma be the reason all your fans put their lighters up. Put your lighters up if you've dealt with abuse. Put your lighters up if you're no longer enthused with a nigga running around, profiting off our pain. Love it when we fall down, that's when Curtis gets paid. Now put your lighters up if you too want the truth. Many men sin but don't profit like you from it. You don't even drink but you'll fake it for the news coverage. Seem like you know 50 Cent more than you know you, Curtis. Goddamn. Hey Curtis, I encourage.
Yeah, so that's just the clip it got on there. But
the one part I don't like about that is him saying he's profiting off of when it hurts us. That was Diddy. That ain't us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to start separating that. Like, Diddy ain't us. We don't consider Cosby as us. You know, like.
And too, like, his daddy did too.
Yeah.
Like, I remember listening to, you might have seen me in the street, but remember you don't know me.
Yep.
But I remember T.I. talking about, I shoot this up and I'm effing this B and I'm doing. Your daddy rap like that.
Yes.
Because 50 Cent didn't make many songs talking about killing folks. He had some, but it's like, I'd have been shot 9 times. Hey, that's the life he was living. In the same way, that was the life your daddy was living. Yes. You know what I'm saying? But you can't say he profiting off our pain.
At the same time,
so give me 3 inspirational T.I. songs that wasn't violent, talking about selling dope or sleeping with as many
Zero.
I
women
was
as
about
you
to
can.
say motivation.
Yeah, but
Sucker,
you listen to
you better
the
get on your job.
Motivation.
So the song got the word motivation in it, but so did Kelly Rowland and Lil
Yeah.
Wayne. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, he profiting off pain too. So that's the one thing I agree with when it comes to D1, because D1 be talking about it as he call it hypocritical hop.
Yeah.
Because it's just like in one hand we don't like it, but it a lot of times people's opinions are formed on who's saying it.
Yes.
Because when T.I. says I'm 5'9" with the soul of a 6'4",
Yeah.
all right, he tried to fight Mayweather, like you. But then here's the thing: you beef with Lil Flip, you beef with Ludacris.
He's not 5'9" though, huh?
I don't think he 5'9".
Because, I mean, he told us he was 140 pounds.
And he a skeleton.
That more, he a preemie. my boy needs some of that infamy. You know what I'm saying? They similar, little bitty. But this is the cool thing though. When we went to Atlanta, I went with Christy and them, and we went to T.I.'s restaurant, and Damani was there. Like, Damani took a picture with Christy and all that different stuff. But the one thing I saw about Damani that the whole time I lived in Atlanta, I never saw with T.I. was, this was his daddy's restaurant, but this kid is walking by, like, not walking up to tables, greeting people like, hey, I'm Damani, you know, blah, blah, blah. This kid is just in there like it's just a regular place. People that was coming up wanting pictures, he was dressed like that. But people who wanted pictures and all that, he just take the picture, go back to doing what he was doing. He was checking the restaurant out like a manager. He seen a light bulb was out, so he's like, hey, you know, let's get this changed, and you know, which bulb was it? Like and it was a Saturday night. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you could tell he one that I think they raised right. You know what I'm saying? King,
it's a different story.
hey, that little gremlin is something different. But the fact
Where
that
he get his look? Okay.
even the fact that it's, you know, it's 50.
Yeah.
T.I. got to be very careful with that. Because again, T.I.'s diss track, he started talking about 50 was on paperwork and he snitched. Bro, we remember Crime Stoppers. At least I do.
Yes.
When you said this is T.I.P. with a T.I.P. from Crime Stoppers. And I get that you had to do that, and that was what, you know what I'm saying, that was what the criminal law enforcement, that's what they wanted you to do. I think they had you do that to embarrass you.
Yeah.
Because you got caught with these guns.
So they said
you
let
finna
me
go
show
to
you.
prison.
Yeah.
And if you want to cut your time, you're going to do this. Because they knew T.I. saying call the police if you see something that's wrong. That wasn't going to make people call the police.
It was like, I'm going to show you. I'm going to put you in your place. Right.
This was to put you in your place.
Yeah.
So then you can't turn around and say that T.I., like that 50 is on somebody else's paperwork. Maybe he is.
But daddy.
Both of y'all was doing this. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you beef it because he said something about Tiny, right? Didn't T.I. briefly try to be a comedian?
For like a 2
And the only thing was funny was the fact that he attempted. You know what I'm saying? Now.
And then got mad because people wasn't happy.
Now, do you think in the process of him doing comedy, he talked about somebody else?
Of course. Of course.
So what you mad for?
Yeah.
So when you was a comedian, you talked about somebody's wife, daughter, sister, brother, cuz you talked about people. That's what comedians do.
Yeah, you can't throw fire out there and expect not to get burned.
But then somebody say something. And then too, let's keep it a bean. That ain't what Tiny looked like.
Today.
I started trolling Tiny when I seen she got blue eyes.
Today.
You know, got surgery to change her eye color. I think before surgery, Tiny was pretty. She was cute.
It took you a long time to say pretty.
Because
I'm just gonna leave that.
Because I'm dyslexic.
You paused when you said
I'm dyslexic.
pretty.
I just saw the picture yesterday.
She
if I
not
didn't see
my
the picture yesterday, I wouldn't.
No, Tiny, you know.
I mean, she looked like a young girl, and she was like, cute.
Tiny was never, you know what I'm saying? She was never my type, but she was pretty. You know what I'm saying?
That's not the picture I saw yesterday.
Yeah. Okay, that brings me to. I'll wait till we get done with this, but.
I hate when they come on YouTube with that voice. Tamika Harris was.
She said, "I'm going to make this."
Like, what y'all doing?
They can't just. They don't have no picture.
Oh, you just go to images up top. Yeah, there it is.
There we go. Go Wizard. Go Wizard. Go Wizard.
Oh yeah, but yeah, like Tiny was pretty, but these blue eyes and all that, I ain't like that. Now I got a little Jeepers Creepers to it. But
Yeah,
before,
this
I
the
was
one
about
I
to
saw
say,
yesterday.
I was about to say where he get his nose from. His mama.
and it's the eyes. Like the eyes
is-
just don't look natural. But I get it. People have always, they make contacts for that. But it's
Did she get contacts or did she get her eyes?
no. I think she got her
was
eyes.
probably
Yeah, she got her
surgery.
eyes changed. That's why I was like, she got her
Yeah,
eyes.
but
that
that
was
was
surgery.
that was after surgery start.
Yeah.
But so I'm like this, man.
So what's up? Is that a lust for attention? Okay, let me go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this was before.
So like the
Lust for
fact that
attention.
like okay,
Cause
50.
see, that's her back in the day.
Yeah. The fact that 50 was trolling her. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. But how
As
many
a comedian, you
how
done
many
trolled
of
other
us-
people. You done
How
trolled
many
other
of us have said something about Michael Jackson being white?
Yes.
We made fun of that. We made fun of Ruben Studdard being big. I heard so many references. Pockets fat like Ruben Studdard. Heard
Yeah.
that my whole life.
The big
You
teddy
know what I'm
bear.
saying? Biggie Smalls
Yeah.
had one regular eye and one that lived its own life.
What's his name?
Who
Forrest
else
Whitaker.
we have? Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah. You got no
Come
money,
on.
got the eye right.
Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, as black people, we talk about people. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I would go to
that's your
Thanksgiving
thing.
dinner, my family would talk about me.
That's
But whenever somebody talk about your mama,
that was
it
that,
is like fighting words.
yeah, that's fighting words. I could talk about your
I
cousin.
agree. But that ain't T.I.
yeah.
mama. And the beef started because after 50 said something about Tiny, T.I. said something back. And then the kids jumped in too. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
also I feel like this. If you wanted to, you a comedian.
Yeah.
If you wanted to say something back,
Say it back.
He ain't no comedian.
Well, when you
Ish.
tried to be a comedian, that's when you come back as a comedian.
So
and
it's
say
like
something.
if 50 said it in a song, respond in a song.
Yeah.
If 50 said it trolling, like posting a meme or a comment,
Then
then
you go back,
post a
yeah.
meme or a comment.
Nobody could beat 50 Cent in that game.
No, but you know why
No.
T.I. was part of the reason why he doing that? T.I. reached out to 50 Cent about doing a versus battle. And originally,
That's what it. Yeah.
he said that 50 agreed to it in person. He said, so then when he posted something about it, 50 jumped in the comments like, what did you talk about? Like, I never agreed to that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So then that's when T.I. started going on a run for years, talking about, how 50 scared of me dunking smoke. He don't want to do no versus
then
battle.
you brought the fire to
But I'm like, if
brought the fire.
you think that you doing all this trolling of him, trying to get him to do a versus battle, you don't think 50 gonna say something back? You know what I'm saying? Like
Well,
50
maybe that's
ain't
because
the
he ain't a comedian.
yeah,
Okay.
he ain't the quintessential like
I ain't gonna say.
take the high road type of person.
No.
50 gonna be like, oh, okay, that's what we on.
This is the level I'm gonna get on.
Well, tell your wife, da 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 da. Now, cool. Now, but if you knowing T.I., I don't think T.I. scared to fight nobody. Once I seen he tried to fight Mayweather,
You ain't.
he ain't scared to fight
you
nobody.
delusional?
All 148 pounds of him
Delusional.
is
That's
willing
what
to
it
fight. So go fight him. Because guess what? 50 and T.I. 50 got more money, but they could be in the same place tomorrow if they wanted to. And if I believe if T.I. reached out to 50 like, nah, fool, square up. I believe 50 would have been like, bet.
Let's do this.
He would have done it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think that if you get to, like once we get into diss tracks, it's like Kendrick and Drake. I've always thought like once Kendrick and Drake started beefing, Kendrick was supposed to take, the song he had with Drake off of all platforms.
No. What are you gonna do
Because
that for?
you can't
Money.
keep generating money
I-
off
you
of
want- You
this.
still want that money.
Like you drew the line in the sand and just,
Yeah.
hey Drake, I hear you like I'm young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they'll go to sell block one. Okay, well take his stuff off of there.
And then what made me mad about that, I'm like you said, oh, you been knowing this. Now you gonna say it? So
Come on now.
If my child was around, oh, now you gonna say something?
Come on now.
Okay.
That shows you people really don't be caring about nothing. Because I don't
Yeah.
think T.I. really cares about. I don't even think he like really like going in on him because he's talking about his wife. I think he's really just like
His
looking at
ego.
it as an opportunity.
He-
Ego too.
yeah, and he wanted
but
to
it's
come
an
back to
opportunity
music.
to make money. Somebody called him out on that, and he was like, "Oh no, it wasn't money. I could have spent $50,000 on marketing." And got the same amount of exposure. No, you wouldn't
No,
have.
you wouldn't. No.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you would have gotten your $50,000 probably got your videos or your stuff in front of the same amount of people. But as far as like people actually watching it, nah.
Because like you're saying, I end on this, like as you saying that the fact that this diss track didn't come out while T.I. was still doing comedy.
Yeah.
It's after you cut your little, them was not locks, T.I. after you cut your hair, and then you drop a song about the king back, it's like once you get back into music, you immediately back into a beef.
Yeah.
And then he was saying how like he felt like King went too far with the T-shirt and all the stuff he was making about 50's mama. But you felt like he was going too far, but your voice had a lot of pride in it.
Yeah.
He was joking and playing about it.
Yeah.
And at no point was you like, nah, I told my son, nah, you need to take that down. You didn't say take it down, you just said I felt like he went too far. But if it's my beef and my kids jump in, number one, as a father,
that's my thing.
I would have kind of been upset with my son if Trent did a song like Damani's. I would have been upset, and I'd have sat Trent down like, hey, bro, don't be saying stuff about how, you know, you got killers going to his house and that. Like, we ain't on that. And then if Kobe did one like King, I'm finna whoop your leg. Like, what is you on? Because now you finna create something past a rap beef.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? And then even if we win the battle, we lose the war. Somebody going to prison.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to live the rest of their life looking over their shoulder.
Somebody's
so it's just
still
like
profiting off of us.
Yeah. So it all boils down to download D1 Hypocritical Hop on Apple Music. He about the only rapper right now. He doing music with all the rappers I knew back in the day. He ain't paying me for this either. I'm going to email him and see if he will, but he not. And I'm saying that because he can actually rap and he's doing music. He's partnering up with all the artists we used to listen to. He got BG, he got Juvie, he got all of them. He from New Orleans, but the fact that his music is centered around us not killing each other, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, it's a good project. But outside of that,
D1.
Yeah, shout out to homie D1. All right, well, that's about it, man.
We wrapped up?
When you go outside into the world, no lusting, no attention.
No attention.
No wiggling.
Don't let it rule you.
Everybody need to be monks based on that,
always
ladies.
be tender.
So if you don't want to be weak, you cannot have SECKS. All right, we out.